Equal. Everything must have food. You with me? Yes, sir. Water, air, and the proper environmental and atmospheric condition. The ant must have food. The ant must have water. The ant must have air. The ant must have the proper atmospheric and environmental conditions to continue to live. But on the other hand, the anteater must have food. It just turns out that the ant is the food of the anteater. The anteater must have food, must have water, must have air, must have the proper environmental and atmospheric conditions. Let's look at the chicken and the chicken hawk. Both of them must have food. Both must have air. Both must have water and the proper atmospheric and environmental condition. It just so happens that the chicken is the food of the chicken hawk. Nature is set up with predators and prey. And we have been the prey of the white man for the past 4,000 to 6,000 years of his sojourn here on our planet. The brown man and woman, the red man and woman, the yellow man and woman, all have been the prey of the white man. The white man is our natural enemy. I know nobody teaches that too much anymore. We've gotten sophisticated now. We talk all up in the clouds now. We talk all kinds of proper talk and talk that borderlines that we might be trying to get away, but we also look like we're trying to stay. All at the same time. We're dreaming of a brighter day in America. We got to search for tomorrow in America. I cannot change, and I will not change. And God damn it, don't ask me to change, because I'm not going to. The white man is not a devil, but the white man is the devil. And if the white man is not the devil, he's going to have to do until the real devil gets here. Civil rights and human rights, the challenge of the 21st century. Look at it. If you're going to look at Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, you got to look at them in phases. You got Old Testament Malcolm and New Testament Malcolm. You got Old Testament Martin and New Testament Martin. Old Testament Martin had a soft line. Old Testament Martin had a soft line. New Testament Martin moved toward a harder line. Criticized America, challenged America, called America, stepped out of the realm of Negro affairs, stepped out of the box into the international arena, and started comparing the war in Vietnam with what black people were facing right here in the hells of North America. On the Ho Chi Minh Trail or the Edmund Pettus Bridge, Martin started making a comparison. So that's Old Testament Martin and New Testament Martin, from a softer line to a harder line. And I don't mind being unpopular if I stand on truth. I must say that there's again an Old Testament Malcolm and a New Testament Malcolm. Old Testament Malcolm leaned toward a harder line. New Testament Malcolm moved toward a softer line. Give a damn whether you applaud. Don't give a damn whether you nod your head. Don't give a damn whether you smile. I know they're not going to give you your money back, so you might as well just sit back and relax and deal with it. Let's look at it. Old Testament Malcolm said, a revolution is bloody. A revolution knows no compromise. A revolution uproots and overturns everything that gets in its path. Old Testament Malcolm said, if you knew what a revolution was, why, you wouldn't even use that word in your vocabulary. Old Testament Malcolm said, if you knew what a revolution was, why, you get back in the alley. That's Old Testament Malcolm. Old Testament Malcolm said, all white folks are the devil. He said, none of them are any good. He said, if you find one that you think is good, kill him first before he turn bad. That's Old Testament Malcolm. Because just as sure as the sun shines, the guy's going to turn bad. I'm telling you, buddy, he's going to turn bad. No, make no mistake about it. The guy can't help it. Gee whiz. Golly gee. If you think anything else, it's far out, buddy. It's far out. Jimininis. Old Testament Malcolm used not only spiritual and political and cultural terminology, he used revolutionary terminology as well. What does this say? Okay. You want to read it? Everybody look and say, what does it say? Did he say leave Malcolm alone? Did it say stop criticizing Martin? You really want to know what it said? You don't want to know what it said. You don't want to know what it said, do you? How many want to know what it said? Don't lie, you want to know what it said. How many want to know? Let me see your hand. How many don't want to know what it said? Raise your lying hand. It just says, can you take a 15-minute break? At some point, take a 15-minute break. And we're going to do that, and then we'll reconvene. All right? Is that all right with everybody? He said, that ain't really say that. Everybody all right? We were talking about Old Testament Malcolm and New Testament Malcolm, Old Testament Martin, and New Testament Martin. Martin from a softer line to a hard line. Malcolm from a hard line to a softer line. Not a soft line, but a softer line. New Testament Malcolm went back to Saudi Arabia. Now, he'd already gone in 59. And whatever he saw when he went back the second time, now believe me, he saw it the first time. All right? Okay? All right? Yeah, I got to drop some ebonics up off in here. All right. I drop a little ebonics, y'all the foe to know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You the foe to know. He went to Mecca. This takes nothing away from him. These are lives that were not allowed to be private lives. These were lives that were lived before our eyes. You see, you can make your changes, and a lot of times people don't see your changes. Huh? You get in the shower and change. You sitting on the throne in the toilet and change and come out a new person. Everything came out all right. Some of you go to one Juma prayer, you're a changed person. You go to one Juma prayer, you come back, brother and your wife don't even know you. You're Khalid Abdul Rahman Suleiman Kareem the Magnificent the Third. Abdullah. Got an Arabic accent and one Juma breath.